1, 2, 3.
Hey guys. Oh, that kind of joke. We're not doing that. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Today we're going to be doing a little research project about AIDS. Alright, so what we did is we talked to some people who are affected by AIDS and we asked them about their symptoms. So what is AIDS?
AIDS is an acquired immunodeficiency syndrome.
It's caused by HIV, which is human immunodeficiency virus. But HIV is an STI, a sexually transmitted infection.
That has no cure, that can only be slowed by
Drugs.
the intake of drugs.
So Luke, how did you figure out that you had HIV?
Well, first, I went to the doctor for my night sweats, and then they ran an ELISA test.
Tell us about your experience.
Well, I have a lot of symptoms. I'm suffering from rashes, and I got a sore throat, and I have some mouth ulcers and swollen lymph nodes. So
Poor thing.
I know.
So Mr. Gray, what are your symptoms?
Well, I have sore throat and mouth ulcers. Rapid weight loss.
That's the worst.
Tell us some of your symptoms you've been suffering from.
Well, I've been having a lot of fever and sweating at night, and my lymph nodes have been swelling as well, and I'm very tired all the time. I've had pneumonia quite a bit, and I've been really depressed.
And I don't know, just really tired, like extreme fatigue. And obviously diarrhea.
So now we're going to talk about the history of AIDS. A brief history of AIDS.
You just said that.
Oh.
And it originated in Kinshasa, in the
Kinshasa.
Democratic Republic of Congo around 1920.
So, what is an immunodeficiency, you might ask? An immunodeficiency is the failure of the immune system to protect the body from infections due to the absence or insufficiency of some component, process, or substance. What happened after your ELISA test was positive?
They had a Western blot.
The Western blot test, which is usually taken after the ELISA test. And this is a very sensitive blood test used to confirm a positive ELISA test result.
Western blot?
Result.
And?
It was positive.
So, how'd you find out that you had it?
Well, I went to the pharmacy, my local pharmacy, and I got a home test, and then I took the results to my doctor, and he gave me a viral load test.
The viral load test measures the amount of HIV in your blood.
And that's how I found out.
Tell us how you found out that you had AIDS.
Well, I initially found out through the ELISA test.
An ELISA test is an enzyme-linked immunoabsorbent assay. It's used to detect an HIV virus.
But then I got it confirmed through the viral load test.
Well, for the longest time, I never went to the doctor because both of my parents passed away in a doctor's office, and my sister, so I'm like without a family and I'm homeless on the streets.
Oh my
But I found this like home kit so I could test myself, and so like the results were like positive, so I went into the doctor to make sure, and yeah, so it kind of sucks.
So, what does HIV and AIDS affect, you might ask?
CD4 cells.
Those are cells that help the immune system function properly. And when they don't work right, it's called HIV. But if the number of CD4 cells reaches a certain low, it's AIDS.
It's AIDS.
And you can also get some sort of blood cancer, a rare tumor of blood vessels in the skin called capsular sarcoma.
I went to the doctor and it was confirmed on a saliva test that I had HIV.
Where'd you go for your saliva test? Your home kit.
I found a dude off the street selling them.
Oh my gosh.
That may be how I got HIV, by just taking it off the street, like, and sticking a needle in my
HIV can only be transmitted through body fluids such as
Semen, blood, vaginal secretions, and breast milk. And I think toilet seats if you sit on them, but you know, who lines a toilet with tissue paper anymore?
How are you treating your AIDS?
Well, I'm in the art program,
Okay.
but I've kind of been missing most of the sessions, so it's not going that well.
So, is there any medicine you're taking, or
Well, there's no cure, so I'm gonna have it forever. But I'm taking antiretroviral therapy, and it's helping out the symptoms a pretty good bit.
I took it for like 2 weeks and I started.
So, how are you doing as far as treating it? And
Well, I'm taking part of the art program to help my symptoms.
There were approximately 36.9 million people worldwide living with HIV/AIDS in 2017. Of these, 1.8 million were children younger than 15. Approximately 75% of people living with HIV globally were aware of their HIV status. There are 25% remaining that still need access to testing services.